then we should take heed to his leadership. That's all I'm saying. My
No, I
father had the ability.
understand.
My father had the ability to be a great singer. He sings now. He takes on contracts in my state in North Carolina. Instead of becoming a famous singer, he chose to still be in his family because he felt like he'd lose his family if he followed his career. So
How old are
he
you?
made 40.
Mm.
That's a significant difference between you and I. But are you from the South?
Yes, ma'am.
There's a
North
different
North Carolina. Yes, but
principle
my
still
but
from the
my
South.
but my
Yeah,
but my mother could have did different things as well too. My mother was extremely talented. She chose her family, she chose her husband, and she chose her kids. You can choose something outside of the house. You can
absolutely.
choose your success. You can choose your career. You can choose the bag, or you choose your husband and you
Mhm.
choose your family. That's your choices. So then, if you choose to lead the leadership of your husband, then you're choosing the streets, and respectfully, I'm not saying streets like you're going to be ratchet. I'm saying you chose something outside the leadership of the man you were following, who gave you 3 children and 25 years of his life.
We became unequally yoked. Our visions weren't the same. And I'm no
Right.
longer obligated to follow a man who I'm not equally yoked with. That's
But you were equally yoked. This is why
what.
we a lot of but this look now you're elder, you're older, wise woman too.
Mhm.
We tell our sons, hey, get married to a woman that you love, and then in 25 years, if you're not, she feels she's not equally yoked to you when she was following your leadership, she can leave you after 25 years. Isn't that scary?
I didn't tell my son to choose a wife that he loved. I told him to choose a wife who loved him and who he respects and who will challenge him to be the best that he could be. Give him the peace of mind and the vulnerability and safe space so he can be as high as he want to be. That's what she brings to the table. Honesty, prayer, dedication, and the
Mhm.
ability to enhance them hidden dreams inside of him. Love is a choice. It's not a feeling. Love is a choice because you cannot like a person, but because these vows commit you to this person and it doesn't feel good, that's what I meant about the endurance. You have to collect data. You got to know who you're dating, first and foremost. You got to know who you are to be able to receive another person. See, it's not just about, oh, I love you. Do I like you? Are you a decent person? Do you have principles and morals? Are you capable of being emotionally intelligent? Not because you look good and I love you. I'm on the subsurface of things. How can I enhance who I am as a person in this experience on this planet? That's
Yes,
how I.
ma'am. But you said that you said balance, and you said endurance, and you said love, right? So if a woman loves your son, if a
Yeah,
woman is supposed to have endurance with your son, she says balance, it means that a man will die for you if you're living for him. At one point after 25 years, you said, you know what? We're not equally yoked anymore. You chose to take your love somewhere else. So if you're telling your son to be with a woman who loves him, did you love your husband?
absolutely. I
Then
lost
why did you
respect for him though. And I realized that to a man, respect is much more essential than love. I
but
lost
you
respect for a man who did not want me to grow in my education. He did not want, and these are children are out the house, by the way. It's just
Mhm.
he and I. I did the mother thing. I raised the kids. They were 21 years old when I filed for a divorce. I did my part. I wore my hat. So why is it that I cannot? I put all those things on the side. Why is it that I can't grow? I can't respect a man who doesn't want me to grow. It ain't that I
no
neglected cooking and cleaning. I still did all of that.
so that's dangerous to say he didn't want you to grow. You chose to be under his cover, under his guidance. You chose to be under his leadership, and you chose to change away from that. It in fact he didn't want you to grow
He did.
or
He hid my books. He stifled my growth. He was controlling. He became very narcissistic. This is what I'm telling you. It wasn't like I just woke up one day and said, no. He loved me to a point of obsession, possession. That's when submissiveness
Mm.
becomes subserviency. And there's
Mm.
a difference.
Mm.